Awakened abilities. We have Kang going to the orbs, and we have a multitude of events going on next week, and we have all the calculations for you. And if you're ready for that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, what is up, Valley Maniacs? Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. Hope you're having a great day. I am ValleyFlyin, and we are reacting live to 2 blog posts that just came up. Now, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually, there's a lot more gameplay, news, tips, tricks, live reaction to blog posts, and everything else. But let's get into the blog post. Let me give some shout outs to chat here. What is up, Brother Buzz, Spider Bro, Damien, Van Blood, Mobile Gaming 24/7. How is everyone doing? Let's go take a look at let's take a look at the awakened abilities for Nova. And these actually look pretty good. The reason why they're doing this. All right, so the power of Nova Force is about to become even stronger, coming soon. Awakened abilities will be available for Nova. Now his Cosmic Beam is gonna be on War Offense. Clear all barrier on primary target and adjacent targets on War Offense if the character has applied Nova Force during the match. Bonus attack the primary target for 250% damage. So if he has his battlefield effects going on, even more damage. On War Offense, character killed by this attack cannot be revived. So all this stuff is just for War Offense, and I like that. And we'll talk about the reasoning for this. Nova Blast on War Offense. Clear all barrier on primary target and adjacent targets on War Offense. If this character has applied Nova Force in this match, applying Bleed the primary adjacent targets, and on War Offense, characters killed by this attack cannot be revived. So both of these good stuff with these awakened abilities. Human Rocket Awaken on War Offense. This character has charged, and 2 or more nowhere allies. Cosmic enemies cannot gain defense up. So I do like all that stuff. But more important, the reason why for this. Now, this part I don't really like too much. Materials for these abilities have been available in the special Nova Overloaded or which can be purchased with power cores and get 2 times the value with limited offers. So either spending power cores or spending real world money is the only way to get these. All right, so more shout outs, Brother Buzz, Holla. Oh wait, no, that's your chat. Baby Ice, Spider Bro, Prince of Peace, what is up, Chuck? How are you guys? All right, now this part I do like. As an Apex War team, Nowhere is designed to be dominant while on offense and defense in Alliance War. In reviewing frustration in mirror matches with previous Apex War teams like Gamma, these awakened abilities have designed to help mitigate that friction. I do like that. Awakened abilities for Nova will appear in game next week. So get your hands on the best scores for the Nova Trials. And speaking of the Nova Trials, if you're wondering what the heck is going on, why none of this stuff is working, we covered it earlier today. So if you want to check out how to get that 4-star Nova while the bugs on this Nova Trials are still in place, make sure you check out the video that we did earlier to that. But there are bugs. There's a new Nova event coming. Let's check out what else is coming next week with a weekly blog. So I do like this section here, the battle plan. So we have an Orb Blitz on the 21st, Nowhere Siege, Black Bolt event. This is a Nowhere Siege Black Bolt Legendary event. Braun Blitz is all coming on the 22nd. So Braun is the Blitz character. Didn't win the poll, but they're explaining what they're gonna do for that. All right, it's Trials and Tribulations, spending power cores and Cosmic Crucible battles. I think you could win all of this with just Cosmic Crucible battles. This is an Alliance War thing, so I don't think you need to spend power cores for this unless you don't have all the members in your alliance. May 23rd, out of this war, you're gonna need to open orb events and do raid battles. We're talking about what you need to do to maximize this and get the most Gwenpool shards for this stuff. Escape Velocity Web Milestone Orbs. This is where you're spending campaign energy. This is tied to this out of the world milestones. Incursion raids, they are beginning, and we're getting a strike pass featuring World War II Iron Fist. This is gonna be pretty good. Baby Ice got 2nd place in the Crucible tournament. Nice, brother. Chaos Theory is coming back, so more stuff, and then more milestones here. Blitz milestones with the Masters of Evil and the Quick Rumble Blitz, and Geared for Glory, where you're gonna need to open training orbs and do war battles. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, this is a bonus type event. I don't know if you're going to be able to score big on this unless you've hoarded a lot of training orbs since the last event. Let's go and talk about this out of the world milestones. We do have the calculations, and it does look like it could be pretty friendly, at least for the meta item and the Gwenpool unlock. To get more shards for her, you're gonna need to grind a little bit more though. So what is up, JBZ? Say hi to me. Been a fan for 3 to 4 years now. Hey, thank you for all your support, brother. And what is up, brother Buzz from Liverpool? Nice. Hey, we're actually going to the UK, England, Scotland, Ireland this summer. So in about a month, we're going to be in the UK. So maybe we'll do a meetup with everybody there. But let's talk about the event next week. Spearhead a major offensive push to upgrade your new warriors in the operation out of this world. Commanders have the opportunity to recruit a 3-star Gwenpool. And if you look at the leaderboard and some of the max events, you may be getting more if you're really pushing this event. Most people 3-star Gwenpool though. Plenty of gear to strengthen new warrior and Crucible. The effort will have 2 fronts: raids and orb opening. Limited points will be rewarded for deploying your forces into raid battles while utilizing gold to open your choice of 4 orbs available supply section. Now this, we're not exactly sure how much each of these orbs are going to cost. I'm assuming in the calculations that they're going to cost exactly as much as the points for these. But along with missions points, 4 orbs can significantly improve your new warriors. Here's the orbs, which will be named by Gwenpool. Pretty sweet gear orb, which is tier 14 and tier 15 pieces, so good for newer and mid-game players. Super rad gear orb, tier 16 and 17. This is more for the end game players. Science techie stuff, I'm not sure if this is very appealing, especially if you're using your valuable gold. And pool party orb Gwenpool shards are in that one. So that is where it's possible to get a higher than a 3-star Gwenpool in this event, but you're really gonna have to push and open a lot of these orbs and spend some gold. Or no, spend some gold on these orbs here. Achieve mission victory in the red hot gloves. So that is the major item that you're going to need. Blazing X genes to put a dent in your solar flare objectives. Dedicated commanders will be rewarded with more Gwenpool shards, armory orbs, and mystic gear because there is a leaderboard on this event. This important mission will also feature a leaderboard where the cream of the commander crop will walk away with even more Gwenpool shards, dark promo credits, and the high value T2 level 5 ions. And this is starting on May 23rd. So get your attacks ready now. That is Tuesday of next week. Let's look at some of these and then we'll go look at the calculations for all this stuff. All right, so the meta item is right here, milestone 29. That's where we're gonna need the red hot gloves, and you're gonna need 15 million points for this. Shouldn't be that hard to get the 15 million points. The unlock for Gwenpool is down here in milestone 33. You're gonna need 21 million points for that. And then if you want all the additional 40 shards for Gwenpool, milestone 33 is where you could get that stuff. So that is where you could get this stuff. Now, if we look at the calculations, raid battles, 100,000 points. Pool party orb, 750,000 points. It may be that much gold for this orb. Not sure yet. We're gonna have to wait to see when it comes in game. The super rad orb, that is where you could get some gear 16 and 17 pieces. That's 600,000 points. Maybe having the amount of the same amount of gold there. All right, next we have the science tech orb, and that is 250. So probably the same amount of gold to buy these orbs. And then there's a leaderboard that you get some good stuff here. So I just noticed this wasn't when I initially saw it. There's a limit of 10,200,000 for that. So the calculations that I have are going to be slightly different here, but basically with these escape velocity web milestones, you're gonna actually, let's go back to the blog post and talk about these web milestones. Hit the key that's out of the world milestones, return home with many precious things. So basically this doesn't look that challenging here. Basically you got to spend 1,000 energy per day, which is your 50 core refreshes and your web milestones, and you get a lot of points for all this stuff. That is 3 million, a little over 3 million points per day. So that is all tied into these out of the world milestones. And let's go take a look at the calculations now. All right, so if you're spending 1,000 campaign energy per day, you're gonna get 3.3 million milestone points per day over 5 days, because this 5-day milestone, 16.5 million points total. So this is the targets that we want. Milestone 29 is the red hot gloves. That is the meta item. That is the bare minimum I think everybody should be getting. If you want the Gwenpool unlock, that is 21 million points. And if you want to get 40 additional shards, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth all the extra gold that you have to spend. 77 million points. So if you're doing 20 raid battles per day, that is 100,000 points per battle. That is 2 million points per day. And if we look at what the limits say, it is 10,200,000. So not 12 million. So a little bit less than this over the 6 days. So slight calculation. They didn't have that limit when I did these calculations with the advanced info that we got. You're also getting the 16 million points from the web milestones, which is a little bit less than the 28.5 million points here that you get there. And that should get you all the way through milestone 34. Now, that should get you all the way through the milestone 34. But if you want milestone 39, which is additional shards, that is a difference of about 48.5 million points. So again, for these additional points, you're going to need to make up with these orbs, buying with gold. And I'm assuming this is the gold amount of each of these. If it's a little less than this amount of gold, then even better. But that's at least 48 million gold you need to spend to get all the additional 40 Gwenpool shards, if that is the same calculation. So not sure if it's going to be worth it, but it's definitely looks like you can get that Gwenpool unlock at milestone 33 with all the points that we're getting from just your campaign energy spending, your raids, and the web milestones that you're getting from the campaign energy. All right, back to the blog though. That is where it is looking stuff. Web store is broken on free stuff. Let's see what the free claims are. Let's go to the web store now. It appears to be working for me. We have these different milestones. This is the dark dimension points there. Mr. Negative shards. Maybe when you're claiming it is not working, but it's at least showing up. All right, so that's the escape velocity milestone. Trials and tribulations. Recalling alliance and all assault to win the living tribunal and fortify Gwenpool. This coordinated effort that you fight in Cosmic Crucible. Emphasis on using Gwenpool along with your power cores as you see fit. In exchange for its influx, warriors, that living tribunal will shower the commanders with blazing exchanges along with dark promo credits, teal gear, raid orbs, origin gear, and not tied to the monthly milestone event. But this is something that's pretty easy. Actually, it is tied to the monthly milestone event. There's no meta item there. There are these blazing exchanges there. Looks to be a pretty simple milestone. It is based on Cosmic Crucible, guys. So one Cosmic Crucible battle is 1,000 points. Winning a Cosmic Crucible battle with new warriors, 250 points. And spending power cores is 5 points. But you don't need to spend power cores. Basically, if you have a full alliance and all 24 members are able to get at least 5 wins, that is going to be 360 points, which if we look at the totals here, that is going to be more than all this. So some of your alliance can get 4 wins, as long as the majority of your alliance gets 5 wins in Cosmic Crucible every single day, should be good. And if they don't, they can spend some power cores as well. So shouldn't be that tough to get all of these milestones, guys. So pretty simple one here. Milky Way Malevolence, and this is looking like the Masters of Evil Quick Rumble Blitz. So that is the next week's blitz. May 26th is when that is going live. Geared for Glory. What is his awakened abilities? We talked about it earlier. They're all related to war offense though, Christian. So it's gonna make the attack of the Nowhere team a little better than the defense. So hopefully that looks good, but you're gonna have to buy the stuff with power cores. So, yeah, power cores. They need to award us more gold. They do need end of times. They do need to do that. All right, now this is a tough event. This Geared for Glory. Incoming Gear Tier 18 upgrades will revolutionize the battlefield. The good thing about this, it's not tied to the month-long milestone. So if you don't push super hard on this one, you're not missing out, at least on the monthly item or the monthly meta milestones. All right, let's go take a look at this. So this is solo. This is based on you, not your alliance, playing war battles. A lot of good stuff in here. No real target right now because this is based on your own efforts and it's not tied to the month-long milestone event. There is a leaderboard with this though, and you're going to need to open a lot of training orbs to do all this stuff. So let's go look at the calculations for Geared for Glory. If we scroll down a little bit, if you're doing 12 attacks over 3 wards, that is 36,000 points. Obviously, you're doing 10 attacks, less points. If you're doing all 14 attacks, even more points. Now, I am using this 10 training orbs as an example because since the last event that we needed to open these training orbs, I've managed to hoard 12 of these. So using a little less than what I have is 10 orbs, so 20,000 points. So that should give me 50,000 points if I do all that stuff. That should get me around milestone 20 or so. So maybe pushing a little bit more after that, but this is around where you should get here. So all the stuff above this you should get. If you want some of this good stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff down here, then you're gonna need to even open more training orbs, buy more training orbs, or something like that. Unholy Dude has around 150 training orbs. Oh my goodness. All right, so that looks if you like all this stuff in here, it would be worth opening all of them for this event. If you don't and you want to save it for the next training orb hoarding event, then you might. Now the thing about this event, it's not tied to a month-long milestone event, so you may want to continue to trade these. Look at these rewards when they come in the game and see if it's worth it when it's actually in the game, because as we know, guys, everything in this blog post, everything we're talking about could change. All right, recruit Korg. Korg is coming to Marvel Strike Force on May 22nd in the normal way of purchasing this. That's when his red stars are going to open as well, so, or he's going to be in the red star orb, so that's when you could get Korg, one of the members of this nowhere team. Cosmic Crucible season 3, yes, the very, very fun, the very positive Ultimate 32 is over, and now we're going into the dredge of season 3. That is starting May 22nd. It's coming along with the milestones to get your Cosmic Crucible battles along with your alliance, so make sure you're at least clearing the rooms, not necessarily winning, but this is when it's coming back. The Tribune also released the decrees for global stage rules in a recent blog. We talked about it in previous videos. You can go check that out. We talked about that in a weekly news update yesterday with Mobile Gamer, if you want to check that out as well. Incursion raids, they are coming next week. May 24th is when we can launch all this stuff. Now there's no requirements. It's interesting. There's no hard requirements to enter the raid, so you don't need to gear up your characters with ISO 8 blue or anything like that. So I guess it's easier to get into these raids than it is the Doom raid. So if that may be something that mid-game alliances should consider. All right, they're recommending level 90, gear tier 15, abilities at level 7, 5 red stars, and ISO 8 3 blue. So those are the recommendations, and what they said in a previous blog post, it should be equal to the difficulty of difficulty 3 of Doom 3.3, and there's gonna be 6 additional difficulties, and that is good. So more alliance are able to do these. Now there's gonna be these scourges, they call them modifiers here, so it could be pretty challenging, these raids, depending on their teams, and they may just change these stuffs to hard counter certain teams here. Each raid lane requires one of the specific traits: bio, tech, skill, mystic, and mutant. So similar to what we already have with the Doom raids, the lane will possess combat modifiers that allow all the nodes in the lane and will affect either enemies or player characters. Some characters will thrive among these modifiers, which means you have to call up a specific team, like the teams that they've sold, the specific teams there, and which means you have to call up a specific team or 3-craft another team to overcome enemies. The choice is yours, so prioritize your roster as you see fit. And I don't like this. I mean, I kind of like this part. I wish they would have done more testing than include this, but I guess they're opening stuff, opening possibilities of changing things. We'll be monitoring feedback and the impact on these modifiers in this gameplay. If we see that they're falling short of their intent, which I guess is the sell more raid credits and things like that, we'll make adjustments to the future Incursion raids. Here are the modifiers for each lane. These don't look too fun. All right, the bio lane, unstable serum. This is where you're going to use your rebirth team. Enemy characters clear 2 charge from all player characters. On player character dodge, enemies gain death proof. On player character block, clear random negative effect on that character. All right, that's good. Clearing the random negative effect, and if a player character has a negative effect, that character dodge chance is reduced by 100%. All right, so if they dodge, they're gonna gain death proof. The enemies, not good. All right, tech lane, this is where you're probably gonna use your bionic avengers at least the first time this is live. Experimental nanites on an ally assist, heal self and enemy characters for 5% of this character's. Oof, that doesn't look fun. Not sure off the top of my head if there's a lot of assist on the Bionic Avengers though. On enemy characters, end of turn, clear all barrier of all player characters. Oh, that's a big F you to Hulkbuster. Jeez, they did that on purpose so they could sell a new tech team. That is trashy. Barrier. Specifically removing the barrier from Hulkbuster. On player character's turn, clear defense up on that character. Is the Bionic Avengers even gonna be able to do this with these things? Gosh, they're gonna have to really like overpower this. All right, this is where you're gonna use your invaders, interdimensional combat training. Enemy character crit. Apply disrupted to all player protectors. Enemy character turn. Clear 2 charge from all player blasters. Enemy characters cannot have defense. Enemy characters cannot have defense down, minor defense down, offense down. Oh my goodness. Whoa. This. I think based on the kit, I think the invaders might still be able to do this one. All right, Aegis of Apocalypse. Nice play on words there. All right, so this is where you're gonna do your Death Seed. On spawn, offense up to all enemy brawlers and blasters. This is kind of tough to see unless we know who's on there. On spawn, taunt to any protectors. On spawn, regeneration. 2 turns to all enemy support and controllers. When an enemy character gains bleed, generate ability energy for self or random ally on a player character's Apocalypse's turn. That Apocalypse gains charge and full speed bar by 20%. All right. Getting some buffs to Apocalypse. That's pretty good. Player Apocalypse, not just enemy Apocalypses. So are they trying to get us to break up the Death Seed and burning Apocalypse into this? All right, the Mystic Lane. This is where you're gonna use your probably Eternals and Dormammu and whatever else you have. Deathpool, Morgan Le Fay. Enemy character's turn. Clear revive once from all player characters if revive once was cleared. Oh, so yeah, they're screwing Dormammu on this one. Generate 3 ability energy. If revive once is cleared, generate 3 ability energy for self and all allies and clear barrier for. Oh, actually, this is not that bad. You're getting ability energy. That means that Icarus can do ultimate a few times, maybe. We'll see how this works. We'll see if it works like it says it's gonna work. Player characters cannot have stealth applied to them. Enemy characters cannot have blind applied to them. Ooh. Hulkbuster assists Iron Man and Vision assist Viv. Okay, so I was wrong on that one. There are some. Yeah, this is really hard screwing the Bionic Avengers. Thank you, Scopely. Jeez. They're really wanting to sell new raid team. That's all right. So this is what the raid is gonna look like. I think more important than the raid lanes, and your alliance leaders can start to work on these lanes now, is who are the enemies gonna be in this? All right, so what is more powerful than Power Cosmic? Snappier than Infinity Gauntlet? Stronger than Adamantium? However you want to describe gear 18. Incursion raise is one of the ways you're going to earn this precious gear. Many other resources are up for grabs, so dive in and set that difficulty dial to a level that best rewards your alliance skill. After slugging your way through waves of enemies, you scoop up gold. Oh, actually, let's go back to this, because on this, let's this out. It looks like we have something here, a boss. So once we get through these, it looks like we actually have a boss that we got to get to. So I think that's what that means. We'll see when it goes live, but yeah. All right, back to this as far as the rewards. End of season rewards, we'll set your alliance ablaze with T2 ISO 8 fragments, orange elite fragments, teal raid fragments, orange elite fragments, and Armory 18 orb fragments. So end of season rewards, not on a daily basis. Oh, this is, I hope this is on a daily basis. I hope this is not just end of season. That would be bad. Or unless they're giving us a ton of Armory 18 orb fragments. Incursion raids will begin soon to set your roster. Strike Pass, season 34. And it is going to be Iron Fist World War II in that. That's coming on May 24th. All right, this is interesting. We talked about Brawn being the next Blitz character, powered per Gamma Team for the third Blitz. The poll winner is Brawn. While the final poll winners show Hulk got the most votes, those were illegitimate and attempted unjustly usurp the actual winner. As consolation, because Hulk actually won, 2 character charts for Hulk will be included in the milestones. So I think this is the best way to handle this. I'm not sure if people really wanted Hulk, but I heard there were bots that were like hitting Hulk and voting for Hulk on that Facebook poll. So I guess this is a way to make those trollers happy and get the real Blitz that more people wanted. All right, Kang the Conqueror, Iron Fist, World War II headed the basic, ultimates, and mega orbs just in time for these Nova trials to end. So I think a lot of people were hoarding their orbs until Kang got there. Well, now he's gonna be in there sometime next week. Don't be refreshing this. Make sure there's an inbox message and check your premium orbs before you start to open this. But this is what I was waiting for: Iron Fist, World War II, and Kang to be added there. So next week sometime I'm gonna be opening a lot of premium orbs. The Invasions Incursion still isn't work. Oh my goodness, it's not. It was working earlier. Did it break again? Jeez, that sucks. Hopefully they fix all that stuff. And Elite Stores, Firestar is going to the Elite Store, and you could use gold and promo silver credits for her. I think there is a thing on Mephisto in the Nova trials. It was also made, or it is said that we could make this public, that there's no year-long end of character. So Mephisto may be released, but it's not going to be an end of a year-long character like Apocalypse. And that is it, guys. Let me sit up straight. My goodness, that was a long blog post. Lot of stuff coming next week. We got raids. We got a lot of events. We got new Crucible coming next week. So get set, guys. Get your Nova. Good luck with these bug trials, guys. And again, if you want to check out how to get that 4-star unlock of Nova, what I did, difficulty 8, all the scourges on, and use a lot of bio characters because they got some crazy speed bar. Make sure you check out the video that I did earlier today. But if this video was helpful for you planning for next week, give it a like. It does help out the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Does help the channel. And share this with your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck unlocking Nova if you haven't already done so. And I will see you guys next time. A few shout outs before we go. Benito, yeah, I'm glad you made it. I think did too, because the intro fights and realized that I couldn't do anything. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you guys next week. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.